It was a Buick Pontiac GMC dealership at one time. There's not much anything new at all. Everything we've got's pretty old.
Was that the color of the day? Indian turquoise and cloud white?
Yeah, that was the
They all,
color.
Ford, Chevy, Chrysler.
That's got a 392 Chrysler engine in it.
We like the cars with low mileage, you know, they're hard to find. 1968 wagon, 55 Studebaker wagon, Malibu, and I drove it to the grocery store several times.
There is one thing Carolyn Hardy will let you know in a hurry. She's awfully proud of her wagon collection. Station wagons, that is.
This is your baby, right?
That's my baby, and it's got a 454 cubic engine in it.
Well, here on Main Street in Floydada, Texas, Don and Carolyn together have amassed quite a collection of old cars. It's a private collection, of course, but even recovering from knee surgery, Don's eager to open the doors and give a tour from the showroom to the service department of this old dealership.
10, 15 years ago, I gave $25,000 for it, but I don't know what it'd be worth today.
So I could write you a $25,000 check?
Or 50.
No, ma'am.
From floor to ceiling, bumper to bumper, the batteries are always charged, keys are always left in the ignition, and some stories are better left untold.
I was in my wagon, 1990 Buick wagon with a Corvette motor, and I came out of Plainview, and this little old Cadillac, he heard me rumble when I took off. And that sucker, we got out on the highway, and he zoomed around me, and then he slowed down. And I thought, I'm not going to put up with that.
Don, she telling the truth?
Yeah, she's
Still
telling the
races?
truth. Yeah.
So I just let the hammer down. And he never did get within a mile of me. There's times I could just barely see this little white speck, and I'll be darned, right out here at the edge of town, there was highway patrol. But I don't race anymore.
You can tell Don's heard a few racing stories before, that's for sure, especially when you consider the name Don Hardy was once legendary in the world of racing.
We were building what they call funny cars.
Which is?
Car that's had the wheels move forward in it, where they can do wheel stands. We kind of changed over to another class that they call Pro Stock, and that's where you took a Vega or a Camaro and could do certain things to it to make it run in that class. And we built an awful lot of those cars over the years.
Don Hardy, one of the biggest names in a world of screaming engines and hot tires. His chassis and race engines have earned checkered flags on racetracks all over the country. Oddly enough, he's never sat behind the wheel of one of his own cars. Don teamed up with a school teacher friend from right here in Floydada, Kelly Chadwick. He became known as the Professor, and together the two-man team from West Texas made racing history back in the 1950s all the way up into the 80s. Kelly behind the wheel, Don in the pit. They even won their way into racing's Hall of Fame.
We raced in 33 states in 1958 and 59, Kelly and I did.
And won a lot.
But over 70%. We won the Carcraft Magazine All-Star Chassis Builder of the Year 4 years in a row.
Well, these days the Hardy's car collection has expanded down the street and across the road. That's the road that is now named after Don Hardy.
This is our newest building.
More cars?
More cars.
Everybody wants a 3-window 32 Ford so they can make a hot rod out of it. And if anybody gets close to that with a cutting torch,
uh-oh,
the fat will be in the fire. That is a 53 Chevrolet 2-door sedan. We have a London taxi.
So people can come in here and tour the collection?
Yeah, if they'll call us enough time.
A lot of people come in from out of town and they call. We come down and open it up for them.
And do one of y'all give them a tour?
Yeah,
They want?
we sure do.
Why do y'all have all these cars?
Well, that's a good question, Bob.
You got something you want to sell?
No, but I see several I'd love to buy.
No. No, we don't sell.
So this looks like your wall of fame over here.
That's my wall of fame. Most any magazine had one of our cars on the cover of it over the years.
Really?
Yes.
When you stand here and you look at all these pictures and the covers and all of that, how does that make you feel?
A lot of good memories. A lot of good memories. And it makes you feel like you accomplished something through your lifetime.
You're not done, are you?
Well, no, I don't think so. Not quite.
It seems Don Hardy's career has not crossed the finish line yet, not by a long shot. His crew is working on this 1954 Studebaker that Don hopes can break a land speed record.
It's going to have a GM motor in it that'll make about 1,000 horsepower.
1,000 horsepower in a Studebaker.
In a Studebaker. It needs to run 240 miles an hour on the salt.
Can you do it?
I think so. Yeah, I think.
Will that set a record?
That'd be a record in its class, yes.
Is that going to be like a swan song or something, or are you just go on and do something bigger and better after that?
Don't know.
Fat lady hadn't sang yet, has she?
No, hadn't yet.
If you do this, your car could end up on another magazine cover.
That's right. Good. That'd be great.
You're not done yet, are you?
No, probably not.
After a career in the winner's circle and a collection of classic cars, there's still plenty of fuel for what lies in the future for Don and Carolyn Hardy. In downtown Floydada, Texas, we found a place where old cars go to be spoiled and pampered, but never sold. We found a wall of memories and a couple sharing a life behind the wheel.
We got to take care of them. They're ours. God let us have these for a reason.
I love that story.
Me too, and we've got plenty more where that came from.
Just click on the subscribe button and keep traveling with us.